Are you thinking about buying a condo? Let me tell you a little bit about the costly condo buying mistakes. Usually, when we plan on buying a condo, especially for first-time home buyers, is because it is affordable. The prices are a little bit less than the regular single-family residence or townhomes. Now, there's also something tricky that you need to know. Listing agents and sellers really need to do their due diligences to find out if this particular community falls into a first-time home buyer or owner-occupied community. Most of the condominiums fall into an investment property or community. You guys need to go to the HOA, get the questionnaires, pay for the questionnaires up front to find out what's the true status at the moment on that community. Now, I repeat, at the moment on that community, because this might change. Depending on how many primary homeowners are in that community or how many investors are in that community, it's gonna fall into either category. I bet you didn't know that. Now, let me tell you why it could cost a little bit more. If we have contingencies that we do for appraisal, for loan contingency as well, those are the dates that we as lenders need to deliver so we can close on time. If this condo questionnaire is not pulled up front, we have to request it, the buyer has to pay for it, and I've seen those questionnaires cost in between $150 to $750 over the closing cost that you guys already have projected. Now, what if the condo questionnaire comes back in 2 weeks? And now we find out that this community do not have a primary homeowner, or they're not allowing to a primary homeowner, it's only for investors. Now, you as a buyer or your buyer's agents, they paid for the condo questionnaire up front, and they also paid for an appraisal up front on a property that you cannot close. This is super important for us to know about the contingency days and what do we need to qualify you as a first-time home buyer or homeowner into an investment property. These properties is usually full of investors, and that is exactly the reason why. If you come with a 20% down and not with a 5% down as a usual conventional loan, now it doesn't really matter if the condo questionnaire comes like this is an investment property community, you're gonna be still okay. You have to put your percentage, which is a little bit higher, pay a little bit high of interest rate so you can qualify for that specific property. We have to know exactly where we're standing at. That doesn't mean condos are bad. No, they're great. But you have to know all the tricks and where to buy and how to buy and how much money do you need for those condos. Another mistake, people believe that condominium will give you as much as equity or gaining on your rate of return of your money. Now, that's not exactly the case. They don't really gain as much equity as single-family residence or townhomes. The reason why is it could be because they're not attached to a land. You are sharing community walls or floors or ceilings, and it's not just one unit. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad. Again, you can get a good rate on return on your monthly rental income instead of your equity. You might gain more money on a rental monthly income than on equity in the future, depending on the house, depending on the property, depending on how you manage that property.